Okay. This is going to be a small, light, very light rule set for nightmares. Alright, now, most stuff, you're just going to roll higher than the Story Master. Or if you're playing this solo, you roll one dice for the game and one dice for you. The high number succeeds. Now, combat is going to be kind of the same, but they have different things. It's depending on the level of the monster and the level of the heroes that you're playing, how many dice you have. So, if it's a level 1 monster, I have 1d6. And you're a level 2 hero, you have 2d6. You roll the dice, the number, let's say you roll to 2d6, but you roll really bad, you roll a 3. And the monster rolls 1d6, but gets a 5. He has a high number, that's who wins. Now, let's talk about monsters. Now, zombies are 1d6. Now, you roll on the table, go to the demonic zombie creatures, and we have 1 through 6, the different types of zombies, and then decide what kind of zombies you're having, but they will not reach above level 6. The number on the dice is how many levels the zombies you're encountering. Now, you can doctor it up how many zombies are there as a story master, or as a solo thing. You can decide how many monsters you're facing. It could be just one, or if you want to make it harder, roll a couple dice, the number on the dice, how many monsters you're facing at that one time. Now, before battle monsters, before you battle them, you gotta roll for initiative. Same thing goes, higher number goes first. But this is a difference in Nightmares, is when you roll, after initiative, you roll to see if you're in a dream state. Remember, this is called Nightmares. So if you roll lower than the Story Master or the board, if you're playing solo, you're in a kind of dream nightmare state. That means the monsters will get advantage. But if you roll higher, the heroes will get advantage, and you're not in a dream state. I hope that makes sense. Now, for travel, I always roll, see how many days, what weather, and stuff. You can find lots of things to help you how you're traveling through the lands. I would recommend doing 2 encounters during the day and 2 encounters at night, possible. But if you're going through a dungeon, you're the story master. Make yourself. But for solo play, find some random tables to help you with this. Now, for if you go to the light areas where there's creatures, that's kind of like a safe place where you rest, heal up, and have like NPC conversations and buy goods and stuff. That's what the light areas are for. To get you to a safe place for your heroes to heal up and buy supplies. But there is nightmare dice and dream dice. Positive dreams dice. How you do this is, if you accomplish missions and tasks, you fill up 4 spaces. If you fill up 4 spaces, you get a dream dice. But if you fail tasks or missions or run away or lose fights, they fill up 4 nightmare dice. That's for the story master, or if you're playing solo, the board can use. Any way to control the narrative or to give bonuses to the monsters, like a reroll, or if a monster dies, You say, I cast this dice in, and the monster will be back to full health. This goes for you too, though. You can use your dream die for positive things, to control the narrative or to bring a character back to life, to full health, or get a reroll. Same thing. Now, that explains that. On your character sheet, you will be using Strength, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom. Just like D&D 5th edition or, like D&D 5th edition, kind of. They mean the same thing. So that's basically all you do. Oh, and you have Sanity. So if your Sanity goes down to 0, like your fear goes and destroys your Sanity, so you go insane. Now, I will go back to that in a little bit. But first we got to talk about fear. Now, certain monsters will have fear meters on their things. So will you. Your character will promote fear towards monsters because you're the good guys, and monsters see you, they might fear you. So, on your character sheet, you have fear, positive, or good for you to put across the monster, and fear for them. So you use the fear on both at your level. So let's say you're level 2, you have 2d6 dice to push out fear to your enemies. But the monster can do that too. If they're level 5, they can roll 5 dice, and the number on there is how much fear they can put to you. And if you fail the roll, you fill in the square, and if you get up to 2, just 2 squares filled in, your fear meter is full against you, and you will lose 1d6 sanity. Now, how you fill in your character sheet is you roll, so you're going to start at level 1. Every level, you add a d6. You roll the number on the dice you put on the stat. Remember, your stat is Strength, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, Charisma, and Dexterity. Just like D&D 5th edition and white box based fantasy. Stuff like that. But remember, your level is level 1. Then when you level up, how you level up is how by completing missions and defeating foes. So if you defeat 6 foes, that means you get to level up. Even if it's small foes. If you defeat 6 of them, you get, it's 6 battles. If you win 6 battles, you get to level up. Now, I will go more detail probably about the character sheets, but I just want to give you a little bit. Now, monsters. Like I told you, zombies are 1 to d6 levels. Now, demonic forces are 1 to 6d6. And aliens are 8d6. So the number is how many levels. So you don't want to counter these creatures right away. So if you're doing a campaign or a game with your friends and you're the story master, make sure you try to get lighter creatures, mostly zombies. So, all right, I hope that helps you out. These are slightly basic rules. I probably will give you more later on. All right, have a good one. Hi, everybody.